Hello everyone and welcome to the Ubuntu Touch Q&A episode 161. We are live on March the 22nd, 2025 and I'm Apli. Welcome everyone and with me is
Alfred.
Marius, it's me, Mario.
Yeah, we need to work on that.
Yeah,
Yes, that was
it will,
badly timed.
yeah, we will do better next time, promise.
Yes.
So yeah, welcome everyone. It's very nice to be with you again this week. And for starters, we have some news. As I'm reading in our notes, because yes, we are professional, we have notes.
we have notes.
There is some kind of announcement about VoLTE, Marius.
Woo! So I can say with a lot of excitement that VoLTE for Qualcomm devices and MediaTek devices now are working. We have both the MediaTek support and the Qualcomm support already in the images for both the Noble and for Focal. That being said, they need to manually be enabled by the porters. Right now, the only one that's enabled for Qualcomm is Fairphone 5. For MediaTek, it's the Volaphones. I'm not sure, but Volaphone, I think it's Volaphone 22 and up,
Right.
if I'm not mistaken there. So this has been a multi-year journey, and we finally are here. We have a fully working VoLTE stack. I've been daily driving it daily now. That's kind of what daily driving is. Yeah, but yeah, I've been I've been dog fooding it a lot, and I haven't noticed any major issues. I think Alfred also have been using it.
Yes, indeed. I'm running the Fairphone 5 here as my new daily driver with Noble already. And I've done a few test calls. Seems to be working. Minus maybe there's one thing with the ringtone, with the ringing that wasn't properly working. But I mean, hey, it says voice of LT over there, so that is something.
Yeah,
That's really
Yeah.
cool.
And
and
I
also
plan on daily driving in starting tomorrow. So yeah,
and
I will chop
and also
the clan.
also the cool thing also it's not only voice of LT, it's also SMS of LT.
Oh,
Yeah.
excellent. Because
That's
I
just
had some issues with my Pixel 3A, with MMS especially. I needed sometimes to just either switch to flight mode or just reboot the phone to get some MMS and disable the Wi-Fi for this. So if it's all VoLTs and
that being said, I haven't tested MMS with VoLTE, so
oh, I will.
Let me
yeah,
send
you
you a
will.
message right this moment.
Yeah, I think I think that shouldn't have any difference. I'm not sure if this will improve that situation since that MMS is working a little bit differently, but maybe I've been surprised before.
Let's see if the surprise happens. Let
Yeah.
me just pull out your number real quick. There we
We are
go.
doing
Let's
this
send
live.
this.
I will hold it this way so I don't show your number, but
That's the number, and let's send the thing. It's still showing the circle. Whoa, this is going to take a long time. I'm pretty sure it's
Oh,
not.
did you send a video?
oh, you
no,
send me an MMS.
an MS, yes.
We're testing it live. Okay.
Yes. Hey,
I thought
at least people know what to expect when they see this.
yeah. I thought it was sending me on like a normal text just to verify that it works, but
I can send you a text.
yeah, now we can test that VoLTE works.
I can send you an SMS. There is an SMS. No.
I think your MMS really
It broke the thing.
It's slow.
Well, live testing.
Yeah, so maybe MMS is not working yet. But yeah, I didn't expect it to, because technically it isn't doing anything different. It's other than going through a different route, basically. So MMS it's kind of a complicated beast, and I'm glad that MMS is dying, because it is horrible.
I'm sending another SMS. Maybe the MMS really is blocking everything right now.
Yeah,
I
it
can't-
probably.
I can't reboot the phone right now because I'm hotspotting off of it.
I think that might be a thing, because it's queuing up, so it's probably queuing the MMS
Yeah.
before. But what you can do, you can call me, I guess.
I can try that. Yes, actually, let's do this right this moment. Phone button.
Oh, watch the echo.
It's calling.
Yay!
Hello.
Hello.
Calling.
Hello.
Hello. It's voice over LT.
And it's still, let's pull up the indicator real quick. If it actually lets me.
Yeah.
It's still on LTE.
Yeah, it's still on LT. Look at that.
Nice.
And you can also hear Alfred through it, I think.
Yeah.
That's how live demo are done. See?
Yes.
Microsoft, Apple, no bug.
Over the head for Windows 95.
Yeah.
we got no bugs. We got no bugs on the things that we said had no bugs. I didn't promise MMS.
Yes, indeed.
Well, this repeat that.
I just deleted the MMS. Maybe it's off of the queue right now.
Yeah, it probably isn't going to go off the queue until it times out.
Okay. Well, was worth a shot.
Yeah. Okay, and also in the same news vein, while we're talking about the 2004 and Noble, finally the pull requests to actually install applications are now up. So this is an example I can use on my Fairphone 4. This is running Noble right now. Let me pull up OpenStore. And for those that have been using Noble before, knows that when you go into an application, it would say that it was unable to install, but now you can actually install applications on Noble.
Look at that.
Yeah. And now it's yeah, there it is.
Simple as that.
Very good.
Yeah. So this is it's moving now, and we are getting to a place where Noble is like the only reason why I haven't been using it as a daily driver is really because I have testing VoLTE on Focal to make it stable there. But as soon as I'm happy with the stabilization on Focal, I will move to Noble myself too, and just to confirm that it is indeed Noble. So yeah, and I would say that Noble at this point is pretty much future parity with Focal. Of course, there is some bugs, like I think that the biggest issue we have is push notifications, but I saw there was a pull request up for that too. I don't think it's 100% broken, but it was completely rewritten major parts of the push notifications, because we removed deprecated Go libraries and replaced it with more up-to-date libraries. All this was done by Guido. So
yeah, shout out to Guido for this one.
yeah, really nice.
Yeah, he's basically our Go guru, so to say.
Yeah, the Go Guru. So, Go Guru.
Go Guru Guido.
Go Guido Guru. Yeah. So very nice. And you have also other experiments in the work.
Yeah, it has been some interesting some weeks, and
Yeah.
I haven't really slept for like 2 weeks. It's been no, it's just that a lot of the things that I've been doing in parallel finally finishes. And it's just a coincidence that it happens at the same time. Actually, it's just that I've been cooking them in the background. So I will start while I am on the topic of VoLTE. I also have gotten eSIM to work. So right now it's a command line thing. So I might not be able to show it, or maybe I can actually. Yeah, I no, I can do it. Okay, that's good. Are we doing it live too?
Nice.
Okay.
Or not.
Let me share my screen a little here. Share screen.
This episode 161 will be epic.
Yes.
It will be the life of the live.
Okay, I apparently can't show my screen because the permission things.
Let me guess, Mac OS.
Yeah, I need to restart the goddamn browser.
Okay,
So
let's not do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, take my word for it. I can probably show it in terminal when I have some time to do it, and then. But while I do that, maybe we can take some. Have there been more experiments on not my side?
Not necessarily. Other than maybe for me to mention, on Noble we have pulled up some changes to allow multimedia audio to work through USB-C. So no calls going through USB-C at the moment, but at least multimedia. And the hope is that after some peer review that we figure out what is going on with the audio HAL and how it is supposed to be configured so that USB-C audio works as well during phone calls. The idea is to have the audio HAL be configured through Pulse Audio and the Pulse Audio Droid modules that we're shipping. So the idea is to have a listener that listens over UDEV whether a USB-C device is connected or not. And when it detects one, it then immediately enables the route to that. And that is supposed to help out with USB-C audio during calls as well, because due to the way that Android-based devices are usually handled, the audio HAL needs to be in charge of the audio device that is in use right now. And that also includes USB-C external audio cards, so to say.
It's awesome.
I mean, it's not nothing to show yet, but I have pushed the changes for review, or at least for peer review, until we have something final. It's on GitLab. It's in the Pulse Audio modules Droid repository. And anybody who is willing to take a look at this, please get in touch with me, because I'm starting to rip my hair out again, even though I don't have any anymore. And I would like to see this working as well.
I can maybe help out. I have enough.
Yeah. Let's split it in half.
Yeah, split it in half. I can send you some.
No, but like sideways, like
that. Yeah.
left, right side.
Oh, that's. Okay, I did manage. If Paul can take it to full screen, there we go. Here you can see one of my test profiles, which is nicknamed my MMO1, and it's a test profile, so it's just a test. But I had one that I installed later, but I have deleted it because I didn't want to pay for it. But yeah, so it yeah, so that's a start.
But that's using the Alpac library, right?
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So the Alpac library is pretty awesome. It had like GBinder and everything implemented already. So thanks for the guys that developed Alpac. And I was surprised how shall I say, surprisingly simple eSIM was. But I think that's for me coming from VoLTE, which was
Yes.
Yeah.
so
That's
like
right.
everything seems simple these days for me. So it's it's like gonna make a new Chromium. Yeah, that's simpler than VoLTE at least.
At least it's not VoLTE.
At least VoLTE.
Is that a new meme around the corner?
Yeah, it probably is. But yeah. So yeah, eSIM is coming. I have 50% of the UI done, so it's just the rest of the 50%, and yeah, and also more experiment. But this you probably have heard about before. But that's the Qt6 experiments, especially for Morph. So yeah, it got a little bit further on that. It now starts on the phone fine. The only problem is that we have some GPU, like native GPU acceleration problems that I haven't figured out yet. But yeah, maybe next time I can have a more happy news to say that you can download it from the open store. But right now it's in progress, but it's getting there.
Okay.
Yeah. Very good.
Also, another thing that I would like to mention, and that is we've been very keenly and very hard working on the Lemiri support for Debian and Ubuntu also, which means that we have been able to upgrade Mir to 2.20 on the desktop, whereas we're still shipping 1.8 on Ubuntu Touch. But the hope is that we get all the features, basically feature parity someday, sooner rather than later. But for now, we have something that runs on Ubuntu and on Debian, and it's available through the Lemiri PPA, so people can already install it and play around with it. And yeah, I mean, I don't have a device running right now with Lemiri on it, but needless to say, it looks very nice, and it also has all the new Lemiri features like light modes for the shell and all the bells and whistles that have been brewing over the last few months in Lemiri land. So this is something that I've been looking forward to. I'll also spend some time on. And it's still not completely perfect. It's still got some issues, but I'm not going to mention them. Those issues are for you to find out.
Yeah. So yeah, as you see, there's a lot going on. A lot of announcements here, but it's not yet done. A lot still to be done, but it's in. Yeah, we have seen very good progress.
Yes.
And yeah, hopefully it will go sooner than later, but
Yes.
it's really promising. 2025 will be a great year, I hope.
I see. So
And it's still the beginning. We are not even at the quarter of the year, so
right.
hang tight. Yeah,
It's gonna be
24/4, VoLTE, 5G, eSIM, Qt6, a new Morph browser, Mir 2. Yeah, we have a lot baking out.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really moving really fast now. And one thing to also note is on the desktop side is that finally the issue with the black buffers on subsurfaces has been fixed.
Yeah,
Uh,
Firefox now looks usable.
yeah, like everything seems pretty usable now, in my opinion. Of course, it has some rough edges here and there. And yeah, I'm trying to start up my Ashai Linux, but it was completely out of battery, so it needs to charge a little bit.
Yeah.
We're doing it live.
Doing it live again.
Yeah. So I guess
before-
it's maybe time to go to the apps.
Yeah, I will just answer one quick question here that is kind of in the same vein here. I hope that VoLTE app is going to be in system side list. Yes, it's going to be, and same for eSIM.
Right.
Yeah. Very nice. Let's go. So this week we have a bunch of new things. We have, for starter, new apps. And the first one is not a really new app. It's a new app into Focal, and it's UPixel Fed. So thanks Iran Usan for this. This is a simple web app to access the Pixel Fed social network. So if you don't know, this is the Instagram of free open source software. I would say that this way. Yeah, so thanks, Iran. We have also VP Radio, which is yet another radio app by Johan Finn. So that's good to have. It's always good to have new things. Maybe it solves some issues. I don't listen to radio, so I don't know.
Let's not put up the sound. Video killed the radio star.
Yeah, YouTube. And we have a brand new app, Cine UT, that is a fork from Nitan Marcel, made by Daniel Frost. So this is a client for metrics, and it works pretty well. You heard last time that Moom made a post on the forum indicating how to use metrics and bridging signals or signal messages or WhatsApp messages through metrics. It works very well.
I'm actually
Sorry?
using this. I'm totally using this, and I'm surprised at how well it works.
Yeah, it's very good. We have good notifications there, and yeah, pretty sleek. I noticed a slight increase in battery usage, but that's fair. So yeah, and yeah, I noticed also discussing with Daniel that we had some issues sometimes connecting to your accounts, but it's probably because I had two versions of Cine at the same time, and that there was some mismatch in the key exchange and some things like that. So after a clean reconnection, it worked very well. So yeah, if you don't have a good experience at first, give it a shot, clean everything. Actually clean only the data. I think you don't need to reinstall the app. I think only cleaning the data solved the issue for me, and you just reconnect. So that's it for the new things, and we have a bunch of updated apps. We have Delta Touch that has been updated during the live stream, actually, because it wasn't announced during the live stream, but it was updated on the same day. So Delta Touch, another nice client messaging app to use. So thank you, Lothar Ketterer, for this. We have also uPiano, which is a simple piano app. So as it states, it's you have a piano and you can tap to play. Thanks, Andrei Trunkosi. Sorry for butchering your name. Flow also has been updated, so it's a client for Deezer. Some music app So thanks, Sender, for this. We have also Farplan, which is a planner for transportation that has been updated by Luxus. Discovery, which is an app that show you your CO2 footprint by FLA. Thank you, FLA. Another app by Luxus is Mensa Max, which is an app to help you plan your lunch order for your school. I don't remember which country it was. Sorry for this.
Probably Germany.
Probably, I guess. URSS, which is a RSS feed reader that is developed by Iran Yuzen. I don't know if this one has been ported to Focal for a long time, but I noticed it was already. So, but maybe 2 recent updates, because I don't have memory of mentioning URSSs recently, because I'm struggling to say the name. And time management, which has been updated by UTDev Monk Consulting, and it was previously developed by Synchronix Technologies. And trying to find out what's going on, I also found that it was a fork from Synchronix Dev, which I don't know what is the traceability there, but the GitHub account still shows Synchronix copyrights. So I guess it's the same company, just using different GitHub accounts. Yeah, that's it for this week. Update on the apps front.
Very
and
nice.
So everything on this front will be usable on Noble right now. Great.
Yeah, in live chat, we were having a discussion which song goes across 5 octaves. Because maybe Marius should put 5 phones next to each other and each with their own octave. And then Marius should play on the piano like this.
Yeah.
You're muted.
I don't have a piano.
You have 5 phones, though.
Yeah.
And
True
you
that.
piano.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe I should make a new YouTube video. Like, I mean, we have one song out there, which is the one "I Never Sleep." Maybe I should.
Oh my
maybe
God,
we should make
no! It doesn't even have a piano in there, right?
I think it does. Yeah,
it does. Okay.
I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
But that was fun times. For those that don't know, someone made a song with, I think, was me, Dalton. I think it was me and Dalton. I think, and maybe Alfred was part of it.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't remember, but it was a song which was based on on a Q&A, some Q&As, I think, multiple. I never sleep. Huh. Fun times.
Linux.
I have.
Me too.
All right. Well, maybe it's time to say thank you. Who would do the honor?
Yeah. The sponsors. Let's talk about the sponsors. Shall I take the sponsors?
You can.
Go ahead.
For sure.
All right. Let's have the sponsors. And those are Smooth, Voila, Pine64, OneStein, DigitalOcean, Netlify, Odoo Community Association, Private Internet Access, Garden and Associates Consulting Inc., Tixia, GitLab, Cloudrun, CodeLutin, and Gandhi.net. And we also yeah?
You're too fast. Give me a second to update the sponsors, the Patreons. I forgot something.
Okay. In the meantime, shall I just rush through the patrons?
Yeah, it's okay. I have them now.
Okay, let's rush through the patrons, and those are Athiel, Adam Havelka, Conspy, Daniel Franchak, Heather Ellsworth, Johnny S. Angel Escura, JT, Caleb Clark, Kenneth Drew, Linus Rune, Luigi 311, Mark T. McFly Jr., Michael Keller, Mr. T10001, Omegas, Pavel, Arnost, PK, Robin Hood, Rondarius, Spindierhose, Taffetson, and Will Atwood. Whew.
Yeah, you forgot the 5.
Yeah,
the random
we have
5.
random 5s that we have the random 5s which we pick from those who are not particularly being in the patrons list, but they're important enough for us to mention. Those are Tapio Hansen, Dominicus, Flo, Yves Antoine, Emanuele, and also Scott Vaughan.
It was not that bad.
it was horrible. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I can do it better. This one, only this one. Yves Antoine, Emanuele.
But I did the thing.
Yeah. So
All
yeah,
right.
if you also want us to butcher your name, you can head to ubports.com/donate. And yeah, every small donation counts. That's why we added the random 5. So thank you everyone for this. It helps us do what we do.
Yay.
And you can also go to the shop. I did not edit this one. Oh, bad. You can go to ubports.com/shop. The EN is facultative. To buy some merch and spread the word around it. And like Mom said, it won't make us rich, but it will make us famous.
Yay. F me, I'm famous, as we said.
No, this is a brand. You cannot use it. It's copyrighted.
That's sort of like copyrighted, like Paris Hilton's That's Hot.
It's been a long time since.
Yeah.
We are getting old.
I'm getting old. What shall I say?
Everyone is getting old at the same rate. 1 year per year. Yeah.
24 hours per day.
Yeah.
All right. So we do have a few questions from the forum, and we take those roughly around Monday when everything is getting set up for the stream. And let's start with Tara. The question is, I understand the focus is on Noble currently. Would it be an opportunity to finally bring full disk encryption or at least user data encryption to UT? So I do have, I have mentioned this before and I'll mention it again. We've had some experiments with Focal already with user data encryption, where the home directory is encrypted using file system-based encryption. So X4 and files F2FS should work with this. The thing is, though, right now it's hard to integrate because our user setup story or whole pipeline for setting up a user for Ubuntu Touch doesn't take that into account. The experiment that I did was mainly just setting it up manually and then trying to get it to work with the device. And I've succeeded in that. I've actually posted something on X like 2 or 3 years ago, showcasing a video where this is booting up. And the idea for us to go with that, or for me personally at least, to go with that is simply because it would not require yet another on-screen keyboard or yet another UI to unlock the device, so to say. It would boot into Lemiri. It would showcase the typical Lemiri OSK that you already are used to. You enter your PIN, you press enter, and then it unlocks a full session with that user. And that means that everything looks the same, everything is cohesive across the board. And this is the way forward for us, simply because we can't do full disk encryption as Druidian would probably do, since we're using the partitioning layout from the vendor. So system and user data are split, and we can't merge those together. and we shouldn't merge those together because the system is supposed to be on the system and user data is supposed to be on user data. But we had something working in an experiment, and Focal would also bring us, Noble would also bring us the ability to take advantage of systemd homd for that. So it wouldn't go through fscript, which is a Google provided library, but it would instead go through systemd homd and have the user be set up using that. But of course, it's not there yet. So the opportunity is there, and I'm pretty sure that at least I am interested in working on that once we get the big hurdles like pushed to the side.
Yeah, and also, yeah, it will be a separated feature because it would add too much to deliver on 24/4, and
Yes.
at the same time add some user encryption and everything. So user encryption is something that we always think about, but it's always pushed by another priority. The priority is sustainability of the OS. So we need to keep up to date with Ubuntu LTS. And we also need to fix the bugs that are annoying everyone. And of course, user features like AGPS would be nice to have if we can. And it's probably more useful than full disk encryption because of the bootloaders that we cannot lock at the moment. But hopefully some partnership with some manufacturers will be made it possible in the future, hopefully. It's not for tomorrow, but that's something I hope we can do someday. And maybe with Fairphone, Vola, and Brax that we announced recently. So, yeah, not yet.
Not yet.
We have another. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. Oh, damn. Yeah, I will go. So we have another question from Alagiria girl.
Alagiri.
Yeah, Alagiria. Actually, it's two questions. The first one is, if VoLTE is working in Helium 12, then why no other devices also ported to Helium 12 and VoLTE be implemented? Which I suppose, why no more VoLTE-enabled devices? If I understood
Right.
correctly.
So I will take this with my Pixel 3a hat on and say that the Pixel 3a, based on Helium 9, has lived its life happily. But I'm not willing to put up more or invest more time into bringing it up to Helium 12 because I don't see the purpose of this. And others seemingly are not interested enough in order to make the change happen. So this is not me pointing with my finger at someone. I'm just saying that I don't see much of a change happening for the Pixel 3a simply because I've asked since the beginning for voice over LTE help on the thing, and I've not gotten the help that I needed for it to support voice over LTE. I'm not really sure if Helium 12 would solve those issues, but not every device can be ported over to Helium 12, or at least be sustainably done so, right?
Yeah, so that's basically a device per device situation. And
Yes.
of course, it depends also on the porter availability, skills. Oh, we lost Marius. So the porter's availability, skills, and implication, and also the demand from you people. So maybe that's some crowdsource things that you can do to try and reach to a porter and say, okay, I really want this device. We are a lot of people interested in it. And so will you be able to take this challenge and help us out? Or because We support very old devices, and we already let go of some of them with the switch from Xenio to Focal. Maybe it's a similar situation if you're in a country that doesn't support 2 or 3G yet, or still.
Anymore. Yeah.
Then maybe it's time to switch to another device, because I think, Alfred, your issue was also that your provider doesn't support your device anymore. So the Pixel 3 is not supported anymore in Austria. So basically, it's useless for him.
Even if I ran Android on it, I wouldn't be able to do voice over LTE calling. So I can't debug this. I can't help out with this. And whenever I was asking for help among US users, I only got user advice like, give me something to test, but nobody showed up and made a code change or investigated like what the code was doing. So the Pixel 3a will not receive this treatment. So it's sad, but it will happen.
Yeah. Sorry, I misclicked. Last question is from Ida. What? No, sorry. There was a second question. Yeah. So they say at least teleport app be made installable in UT Next Noble 24.4. So basically, they just asked for the teleport application. I tried the current application in the Open Store, and it didn't work the last time I tried it. But since you're daily driving yours, is there
another reason why it was broken, and that is because applications that link against OpenSSL 1 instead of OpenSSL 3 as shipped by Noble will break. And the thing is that OpenSSL 1 is not shipped with Noble anymore. It's not installable. It's basically just pushing OpenSSL 3 to the user. And our idea is for the app compatibility story to support OpenSSL 1 still and ship that with the operating system image. But of course, it's not here yet. It might happen next week or the week after. I can't tell much about when this is going to happen. But needless to say, this is on our roadmap. And with that, teleports should also work on Noble. At least the Focal build should also work on Noble. Also, Ghost Clouds applications that I'm maintaining should also start to work again.
Oh, great. So the last question from the forum is from Ida, and they say, what can newbies do to help other than donating? Enthusiastic and somewhat technical, but low in programming skills.
I would say at least the translations.
Yeah, that's a good one, and I didn't write this one down. But I made the list because this is the one I had a look before the show. And of course, donating is very important and it helps us tremendously. You can also do something that is free, very easy, affordable to anyone, that is giving encouragement to the people. And we see a lot of them, but it's it's always nice to get some shout out and some encouragement from you people. You can also spread the word about Ubuntu Touch, what the UbiPorts Foundation does, what the UbiPorts community is, and what we aim to be in the future. That's also something that will help us. And it's also linked to some kind of lobbying against companies or government to get them to sponsor us. I mean, yes, everything is possible. And the more feature we have and the more sponsors we can get, then it will snowball into something that I believe will be great and successful in the future. At least that's my dream. I had a dream, yes. And you can also do some quality insurance. You can test things out and help us do that. Because if you're have some kind of technical knowledge, then you can help us with bug reports that are structured and easy to use for developers. That's not something that everyone can do, but if you have some guidance and some technical knowledge, then you can tremendously help on this front. We also need some administrations. We need to maintain our servers or different accounts. It's a lot. We can also use help to manage the community, because the community is sometimes growing, sometimes thinning, but it's still there, and we have many people joining the Telegram channels. People start to ask about using Mastodon more or Matrix. So those channel needs moderation and some activity, or maybe cross-posting things. If you see something interesting on Telegrams and you can send it to Matrix, that's also something that one can do to help. Yeah, we have a lot of very creative ways that one can help us. And if you think of something else, Alfred, then go ahead.
Can't think much of more than that. Well done.
Yeah. Hopefully, I prepared this a little in advance, because it would have been difficult from the top of my head.
Right.
Yeah, so I guess that's it for the forum. Do you see something in the live chat?
Well, there's one about
didn't check.
smartwatch. There's this one. What are the hardware requirements to port UT to a smartwatch? I mean, at least a device with at least 2 gigs of RAM, and it should be a recent smartwatch like the Pixel Watch 2, which ships with, I'm not sure, it might even be 4 gigs of RAM even, but not sure about that. Don't quote me on that. But needless to say, for a smartwatch, we are lacking the UI and user experience expectations that make this thing an actual smartwatch. So it's not there yet, but I have my plans and I have my ideas on what to do on that front. So let's stay eager and let's stay hopeful that we might get something with this sooner rather than later.
No. Oh, I see another question from Christopher that I'd like to answer. Does HDMI via USB work as a standard in UT regardless of what device you have used? This is a hardware feature, so it needs a device that supports, and it's not really HDMI, it's more DisplayPort over USB-C.
Right.
And yeah, so it's natively supported by Ubuntu Touch, but it needs, of course, the port compatible with this hardware. So it's device dependent and, of course, hardware dependent.
Also, explicitly for that reason, we also ship EtherCast in the image, which allows to use the desktop mode with a Miracast compatible display receiver. So, and that display receiver could be some rather cheap device that you get off of AliExpress or something, or it could also be built into your what's it again, WebOS, LG WebOS TV, for example, which I've also tested this against, and it works pretty well. So it just needs to be enabled, and the port needs to have the feature enabled, so that wireless display support also enables the desktop mode for the device.
All right.
All right.
Yeah. Do you see any other questions that you'd like to take?
Not really, no.
Okay. I'm a slow reader, so it's hard for me to follow up.
Actually, I'm wondering which this one is. Nice, Alfred can pronounce my Patreon name correctly. I would like to know which one that is, but I'm not here to dox you or anything. Just let me know if you're feeling comfortable of letting me know. I'm not sure if we're going to get an answer this quick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I think that's about it for this week.
Yeah, I think so. So yeah, I didn't read everything, but I tried to see them. What did we say? We read in diagonal in France. Yeah, no outing in on this front. So no mama Patreon handle.
No. Clear no. Very good.
If you are
Smart
on
decision.
Telegram, then you can maybe PM Alfred. He will be happy for all this.
Smart decision.
Yeah, we are all for privacy.
Yes.
So yeah, I guess that's a wrap. Sadly, Marius couldn't join again. He warned us that his internet could be spotty this time, so I guess this is that. Or maybe it was his charging computer.
All right.
Yeah. So thanks, everyone. Thank you for joining. Thank you for Alfred for this good show. Thanks, Marius, also for this show. It was really entertaining for us. And we hope to see you all in a couple of weeks. See you. And bye-bye.
Bye-bye.